Hello there YouTube, it is your boy B3 back with another kicking action figure review. Today we're doing another Marvel Legend. It is the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Ben Reilly. Specifically, Spider-Man Beyond is how I like to refer to him. I mean, that name is definitely inspired by kind of Batman Beyond. I mean, he's a kind of Spider-Man successor who's not the original and has a high-tech suit, which is very similar to Batman Beyond, but these comics are set in the modern day. I have been working on reviews, and by working on reviews, I mean reading through it. I did finish reading through all these, and I knew I had to have it because it's a very cool suit. Plus, it has the kind of new mold that Hasbro's using, and I didn't have this mold yet. This is my first review of one of these Hasbro figures with the new mold. Very cool. So Ben Reilly, also known as Scarlet Spider, and he's been the Jackal and other things. Chasm, which happens after this, but still. Very cool new head sculpt. I kind of look at it and I can see how many people might not like it, but I think it's very manga-ish almost, the way it looks. I like this kind of big head sculpt with the huge eyes. They're kind of metallic, they glisten, they have a luster to them. You know, and they're not flat, they're raised. I really like that. And the borders of them are raised too. Very clean paint on the webbing. Very cool. I like his cool spider symbol. And then it goes around to the back where it's really thick. Almost looks more like a tick on the back of him. Very nice. He's just got very clean paint and stuff. I really like that. I really do. And this new mold has a lot of cool articulation. You got up and down on the head, and there's kind of a slot on the back of the neck so that peg can go back farther, which is nice. He's got a bit of a wobble side to side. He does have butterfly joints on the arm. It's painted inside the butterfly joints. Up and down, forward and back, you know. Got a lot of good stuff there. Bicep, double elbow bend, wrist rotation, forward and back. Kind of what you would expect. And then he's kind of got that Lightning Collection articulation here, that they kind of started this with their Power Ranger line, where you have this kind of torso movement, and then a crunch on the waist, which is also painted down into the joints. Very nice. In and out on the legs, forward pretty far, not very far back. It just kind of rotates out when you try to go back because he has that thick plastic booty. It's not a rubber covering like McFarlane and NECA do now, so his butt stops his legs from going back. Usually my butt just makes my legs go up, if you know what I'm saying. Awful. Anyways, we have a thigh swivel here, a double knee bend. We have a boot swivel, up and down on his feeties, rotation, peg hole, and his toe beans articulate. So, you know, he's pretty good. That toe articulation is nice. It's not super necessary, but it's good to have on a spider. And I'd kind of gotten used to toe articulation because I've been getting a lot of McFarlane stuff, so it's nice to have. I actually really like this new mold. It took me a while to finally get a figure with this mold because I haven't been getting as much Marvel. I've been focusing more on like DC and Toku heroes. And dinosaurs, admittedly. But he's a good figure. He does come with a few accessories. This is where I think he could do a bit better. He comes with 2 fist hands, which you see I have him displayed here with. And then he comes with 1 wall-crawling hand and 1 whipping hand. I don't see why he couldn't come with 2 of each. These are very clearly old hands that have been reused over and over, at least since the Pizza Spider-Man, which was forever ago. So I just don't see why we couldn't get 2. I mean, this mold is reused, the paint job's new, and the head is new, but just 2 more hands, and I would have been fine. I mean, a spider should come with whipping hands, and the wall-crawling hands are usually some of my favorite to display these characters with, but I usually prefer to have the right hand as a fist, and then I'll have a wall-crawling hand on the left, but it only gives us a right wall-crawling hand. Don't ask me why I like him that way, I just do, okay? I'm a weird little boy toy, and that's a true fact. Okay, now let's get into, you guessed it, size comparisons. We have a lot to do. First up, I'm going to show him with a Toy Biz Spider-Man Classics figure. This is a vintage boy. It's kind of a web blaster, web launcher Spider-Man here. As you can see, our figures have changed a lot over the years. And then I'm going to show him with a Marvel Legends. This is a character that Peter Parker Spider-Man hung out with a lot in the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon, and she was part of the Spider-Man Rhino Build-A-Figure wave. I'm just showing her now because I'm probably going to sell her soon on eBay. White Tiger. She's pretty cool. I have reviewed her. I've not reviewed him because I don't have all his parts and stuff. But I have reviewed her if you want to check that out. See, I think he scales fine with her. She's a younger character. He's an adult. That works out. That works out quite well, actually. Quite factually. Okay. Now, let's get a couple other figures in here, huh? I think so. Now, here he is with some movie figures. Here on the left, we have from Into the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man 2099, Miguel O'Hara. He's another high-tech Spider-Man, very reminiscent of Batman Beyond. Actually, I think he came before Batman Beyond, in fact. But, yeah, his animated film proportions don't really go well with the Spider-Man. And he's got a lot more kind of little details. But still, you know, you can do a Spider-Verse thing with him. And here on the right, to show him as someone from the MCU, this is just a figure I've been messing around with recently. It is Pepper Potts Rescue from Endgame. Sorry about the dogs, I can't help that. This is the only time I have to film. And yeah, this is the single-carded version. And he looks pretty good with her. I'm actually going to pull her aside to show him with another comic. And this is, I believe, a Walgreens exclusive Marvel Legend. It is Iron Man 2020, aka Arno Stark. Pretty cool. I think now that 2020's passed, he's actually just a character. Just Iron Man's brother. They finally brought him in to do something with him. I don't know. I'm very behind on not just Iron Man, but Marvel in general, even Spider-Man himself, which I'm usually very into keeping up with. At least the trades. But yeah, I think he scales well with Ben Reilly here too, even though he's a bit of an older figure. He's not an old figure, just older than this one by a few years. But yeah, that is it for the Ben Reilly Spider-Man Beyond from Hasbro Marvel Legends. I think he's a very cool figure. Great articulation, really nice paint and stuff, cool sculpt. I even like the head sculpt, even though I can see why a lot of people might not. Very cool. Plus, I really enjoyed the Beyond comics. I just wish he had more accessories. That's really my only main complaint. He scales well with his own line, which is all you can ask, but I wish he had more accessories. Anyway, that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below, Facebook, Twitter, etc. And I'll be seeing you all next time. Bye for now.